When Tim and I first started teaching about marriage at Redeemer, it was years and years ago, and the church was almost exclusively full of single people. And you might not think that they would react well to a sermon series, a bunch of seminars on marriage, but they were really eager to hear.
My first concept of marriage was really about self-fulfillment and happiness. And if you were sacrificing, you felt like you were betraying yourself. And then hearing what Christ is calling us to do, and especially in a marriage, it's just so radically counterintuitive.
And not only was it both singles and married people that we gave this teaching to, but there were also both Christians and people who didn't believe in Christianity. It was interesting to us that the people who didn't believe found the teaching just as compelling. It was almost a case for the truth of Christianity, as good as anything else we could have given.
You know, I'm not Christian, and on the one hand, I feel like Tara and I would answer the three topics that you touched on very, very similarly, and I can see how that's reflected in our marriage. But what do you feel, and what do you two feel makes Christian vows unique?
The goal of my singleness and the goal of our marriage wasn't just to find a path away from the thorns and thistles. It was to be able to walk into them with some love and strength and partnership with a real live God.
So when the Zondervan curriculum was put together, we were in discussions with both Christians and non-Christians. Kathy and I were present with people who were both singles and married people.
Kind of recreating the original conditions.
It felt very much like the original situation in which the teaching was given, and that was great.
The light dawned for me whenever I looked at Jesus in Philippians 2 and said, if submission did not hurt the second person of the Trinity, it's not going to hurt me.
Unless you agree that one person is the head, you don't have those two roles. You don't have the Philippians Jesus role that says, I'm equal, but I'm letting you be the leader. And you don't have the Ephesians 5 Jesus role, which is to say, even though I'm the leader, I can never use this to dominate, I can only serve.
And so I hope that you will join with us in these discussions on the meaning of marriage.